December was awesome. January, during all that cold weather, it slowed down a bit. Now it's starting to pick back up.
Very
The
good
nicer
to
the
hear.
weather, the more customers.
I would say, the biggest benefits of this area is that, you can do it. It isn't something like if you wanted to open up a store in a larger city or, or a business in a larger city where, rent is high and, the cost of living is higher, so the wages are higher. It's a place where, a couple of friends could get together with the business plan and a good idea and be able to make a good start. I was just talking to a friend in New York who was telling me that, in Brooklyn, a place that was hip, 10, 15 years ago, those places that had 10-year leases that were paying, maybe 5, 10 grand a month are now being asked to pay, 70 or 80 grand a month rent when their leases are up, and they're just closing left and right. Where, in Wilkes-Barre, you're able to take your idea and your dream and do it a little bit more affordably. And I just think it's a good place to kind of start and jump off any fresh new ideas.
We're lucky enough to have a couple guys from down in this area. Like I worked in Scranton for my entire tattooing career so far. They've brought business in. They're all local people. A lot of the local people will follow certain tattoo artists, and I think that from them, because they're from down here, they brought in friends from Kings and Wilkes and all over down this area. Definitely.
It's funny, I was just talking to one of our employees today who is a former Wilkes graduate about how I would just love to see the community, the neighborhoods, and the students find a way to kind of come together and just be more part of the downtown community. I often feel like there's a little bit of a divide between the two, and I don't know, I would just love to try to find ways to, build bridges between those two communities to make one big downtown community to grow together in.